What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. We're focusing on the New Jersey Devils hiring of Shero to be their general manager, and you know what it means going forward. Obviously, the Devils got a lot of work to do to get back to being, a dominant franchise. And they play in a tougher than advertised Eastern Conference, but Shero gotta come in there and start turning heads. Now he has a 6th pick in the draft. It's always a good place to start. The 6th pick in a pretty deep draft, and if you saw my piece yesterday on the Devils holding that pick, will they be willing to trade it? Are they content with picking 6th? I mean, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered, quite frankly, and I think that's going to be part of Shero's responsibility is to figure out, do you sit tight or do you trade down? Do you try to get a veteran forward? Something like that, and that's just the nature of the beast. For Mr. Shero. Shero's drafting hasn't exactly been great in Pittsburgh. There's a thing on Twitter. Since 2006, the Penguins have drafted 2 players that have played over 165 games, so 2 full seasons in the NHL. Jordan Staal and Jake Muzzin for LA. 2 names you don't think of right. Obviously, Staal was the number 2 pick, but and Muzzin never ended up in Pittsburgh. But either way, catch my drift. So definitely, you got some work to do to get the Devils back to being that high achieving team that they were for 15 years there. And then you got to look at it from Shero's perspective of who's going to coach this squad. Now, the easy answer is Dan Bilesma. I don't see that being as... No, I say that and they'll probably hire him tomorrow, but I don't see that fit being as perfect as people think it is. I think if the Blues choose to can Hitchcock, or if the Minnesota Wild choose to can Mike Yeo, those are possibilities. If Babcock were to leave Detroit, that'd be a good fit for Danny B. I mean, there's a plethora of options. San Jose, the Islanders are sticking with Capilano, so that's not happening. But I don't think the Devils are as. I mean, he could end up there, but I don't think those are as high on his list. But right now, Shero going to look at, all right, we need a coach. We got to address this top 10 pick. We got to get some scoring and see what we got to do to get back in the playoffs. So a lot of work to do. A little bit different than Pittsburgh, even though as bad as the Penguins were when he took over, they still had Sid and Gino, which are decent building blocks. Anyway, that's all I got. Episode of the Power Play with CJ on the New Jersey Devils hiring Shero. Stay tuned for episodes of the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.